Okay, so here are solutions to the homework for the two-sample t-test and the paired t-test. So in this first problem, they want us to test the claim that the mean amount of strontium-90 from Pennsylvania is greater than the mean from New York. So Pennsylvania greater than New York is what we're testing. There's no pairing between these two data sets, so this is independent samples t-test. So I've gotten the data typed into StatCrunch already. So Pennsylvania and New York. So this is a two-sample t-test. So t-stats, two-sample with data. And our first sample is Pennsylvania and our second one is New York. Remember, we never want to pull the variances. And for this one, we want to know if Pennsylvania is greater than New York on average, so we'll use the greater than. And when we hit compute, this is our results. So we'll just copy all that, paste it over here, and we will, of course, reject H0 if p-value is less than alpha, in this case 0.05. Therefore, reject H0. There is sufficient evidence to conclude that the mean amount of strontium-90 is greater in Pennsylvania residents than in New York residents. Okay, so that's the first problem. Second problem, in this one we do have pairing of the data. I'm just going to insert a page break here real quick. We do have paired data because this represents the same person, so we've got 5 people, repeated measures on each of the 5 people. So here we want to test just if there's a difference. So this is going to be two-tailed, so it's not going to be less than or greater than, just two-tailed. So we go to stat T, this one's paired. Sample 1 will be the right arm, sample 2 will be the left arm, and here we want to know just the two-tailed, just the not equal to, so I'll leave it at that. Compute, and we'll copy that, paste it over here, just like we did before, and as we always have, reject H0 if p-value is less than alpha, which for this problem is 0.01, and the p-value less than 0.0001 is certainly less than 0.01. Therefore, we reject H0 and say that there is sufficient evidence to conclude a difference between blood pressure in the two arms. Okay? And one thing I might have missaid earlier, you kind of can't tell from reading this whether it's the same woman at 5 different times or 5 different women, but either way the data is paired. Keep in mind for these that you have to be very careful in which way you set up your inequality. This one was a not equal to, so it doesn't matter, but just be careful because up here in this first problem we could have we could have said test the claim that the mean from New York is less than the mean from Pennsylvania, and that would have been the same thing. But it might have been confusing depending on which one you chose for your group 1. All right, so that's it, and let me know if you have any questions.